Huh?
What is up, YouTube land? We're trying something different today. First of all, we're playing this on Trev's PS5.
Even though it's a PS4 game.
It's a PS4 game, and it's a badly made PS4 game. But by that I mean, you're not going to see the words made by Unity, which is nice. There we go. It's a real engine. It's not Unity. But this is an indie project. When you beat the game, there's like maybe less than 20 names, which is like unbelievable. And this is a really, really, really unique experience for a horror game. It's not perfect by any means, of course, but I really think I'd like to show this off. So, this is Oxide Room 104. Get ready for that symbol a lot because there's going to be some loading. I wonder if it's any better with the solid state of the PS5. I am guessing probably not.
I would assume so. I mean, if it's reading off the hard drive.
And it's only a 4 gig install, so...
I really haven't tested any PS4 games on this PS5 because I just play all my PS4 games on PS4 so I don't wear out this, like, prematurely.
Yeah. Makes sense. I need to upgrade my PS4 anyway. It sounds like a jet engine, and we have precisely 60 PS4 Pros at the store, so...
So we, this is the dawn of a new age. We got a new capture card. Although it's very similar, it's the same brand. We have an Elgato H60X now, and we were using the H60S. Very different.
I love it.
Good voice acting?
There's no voice acting. It's him reading the...
Okay.
The
But
job went bad.
If you notice, like, the last couple months, video quality, or not quality, but, like, just video, like, signal, like, coming out, I noticed that during the 8-bit Xmas, like for 30 seconds it just cut out for some reason, so we got rid of that one. I swear that the video quality looks a little bit worse than the old one, but it's probably because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I've used this software for literally 10 minutes at this point, so...
Yeah,
We'll iron it out as time goes on.
Bruh. He just plugged it in. Okay, so the most interesting thing about this game is the ways in which you die. It's kind of like, there's that movie, The End of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat. It's based off of some Japanese anime, which I forget what it's called. It's kind of like it, in an interesting way. You know the one with Tom Cruise, Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I forget what anime.
That is based off something.
I forget which one, but I figure most people will know, rough idea. So without giving too much away, you essentially have, and you don't realize this till later, a certain number of lives in this game. And so you can die 3 times. And when you die the 4th time, it's game over. And you don't really know it, which was really cool. My first playthrough, I was like, wow. Now, obviously, because of time, I can't show like everything in the world with this. But essentially, we're on a clean slate right now. I'm going to show you in different ways in which you can die, how the game changes when you die. It really has a Silent Hill 4 The Room kind of feel going on with it. And how that affects it. And then we're going to go through the game after we completely die, and I'll show you the game proper. I was telling Trevor that I legitimately cannot figure out what what country these voice actors are from. Alright, so we're in here. Alright, Matt, that's us. Gonna open the door. It's locked, and we don't have any inventory. Okay. Now, in this room alone, there is a bunch of different things that you can do. The first and most obvious... Okay, so we have some objects. That's a chest. Can't contain items. Cool. So we open this up, we look at our examine, and there's numbers. Okay, well, what does that mean? I guess we'll have to figure that out. And we just kind of keep looking around. I'm not going to take forever on this. But this first note is... I'm going to skip those because, honestly, unless you have all of them, they make no sense anyway. Alright.
Cotton towels. They look a little cotton towels.
Cotton towels.
It's a finger. I wonder whose it is. It's not our finger. Okay. So we are going to...
Sounds like someone that's Swedish trying to do an American accent.
That's what I'm thinking. So you're going to look around for a while, and then you're going to realize that Is that?
Bath salts.
No, I was hoping I could
Looks
use that.
rusty.
That's okay. You're gonna look in here. Now the first thing we're gonna do.
Cool. It's like I'm really there peeing.
But the reason I did that
Looks
is.
like there's something shiny at the anything else.
Oh god, are you kidding me? Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. But now we have to race through because we peed in there and it's funny.
Fuck. This is disgusting.
Yep, you made it worse, my dude.
And what's this small key?
And what's this small key? Okay,
I'm really like an Australian trying to do an American accent. Very weird.
that's not the one. Okay. So I'm gonna store this finger for now, and we're gonna take this out.
Yeah, 3 inventory spots. That sounds
This will
annoying.
change. This will change in literally a second. All right, so we open this up, and we notice that there are a couple bandages. Cool, which actually means I can do this the fun way.
I have to get it out of
All right.
here.
What is this? RNG?
No, so if you look at it, he's gonna be like, it's locked.
It's locked, but it doesn't seem very safe.
Now, there's a trophy you can get if you get out of here without breaking anything, but I don't care. I already got the platinum on this game. No big deal. So I want to show you all the different ways you can go about stuff in this game. So you can try to force this open. I don't know if I can hold
I
it.
think I can get it open.
Uh.
Shit!
Did you just die?
So he hit his head because he's an idiot.
Oh, that hurts.
Pants.
Bleeding. Oh, there's so much blood.
Now, when you see that indicator in the upper right-hand corner, some actions may cause him to bleed, heal his wounds quickly. If not, he dies, essentially. So, luckily, we have these. There's essentially, you get hit and you bleed, and if you don't heal fast enough, you die. There's no real health bar in this game. It's more of you're either bleeding or you're not bleeding.
Clothes.
There is another way to open that without forcing it open, but I wanted to show that there's always different ways to go about this.
Yeah,
which
your
is pretty
jeans
cool.
pockets.
Based.
Looks like the key to the
What's
bathroom
this
door.
key? The weird thing is, and I don't know if this is because it has a new update or whatever, but normally there is just there's numbers scratched in there, and the numbers are what tell you how to open this. Now, if I remember correctly, it's 353.
It won't open.
No, so this might be like a new, like legitimately a new update. I don't know, and I'm not saying that as like, oh, is this RNG?
Well, this PS5 is not even hooked up to the internet, so this might be like the base.
This might be the base, yeah, because mine is hooked up to the internet. So it'll be interesting. I want to see if there's anything else different. I know this game hopefully well enough to be able to do this. All right, so we're out of the bathroom, and I think this game does a really good job of setting you up and teaching you how the game works in that little tiny room. Now we're in room.
Hell!
What the hell? Now we're in room 104.
It's locked.
And if we go to
It's locked
examine it,
tight.
it's locked tight. Okay. Yeah, this is, like, legitimately different.
I have to get out of this room.
Okay, because usually there is a,
Should we actually go and update the game?
after I die a couple times, it's fine. But yeah, okay, so, and I'm curious to see if it'll do it then. There should be your pocket flashlight should be sitting right there. It's like every single time I've played the game, it's there. There is a little bit of RNG, like for instance, when you're looking through here, you might find like certain healing items and stuff like that. Now, our first goal is we look at this, and there's this thing here, and there's the key for room 104. So if we look at it,
Doesn't move.
I don't like it. Okay,
What
so
is that, a scorpion?
yeah, it's like a centipede.
Oh.
Now, what you're supposed to do, and for the essence of what the hell? Okay, this is completely different. Yeah, I think after I die, we're gonna call it apart, and then we're gonna update it. Anyway,
Pain.
Yeah, like I literally wrote this in 7th grade. So what you're supposed to do is there's gonna be a teapot right there. You take the teapot, you go in here, you fill it up, you put it on. Can you even do that in this one? Yeah.
It's not working.
So you put it on there, you pour it on here, and then the thing dies. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to pick this up.
Shit! It bit me.
So this thing bit me, and now I am poisoned. There are 2 things that can happen to you. Antidotes for poison, bandage for getting hurt. I'm actually just going to let myself die.
Really bad.
Because, like I said, my main goal is to show you first how the game changes each quote-unquote playthrough, which I think is the coolest thing about this game. And then we're going to go through the actual game itself. So I don't need, like, the newest update to, like, know how to die in this game. In fact, this is what happened the first time. I had no idea to be like, oh yeah, fill it with water and pour water on this thing to kill it. I just picked it up, and I died. So this is what you would normally happen in this game. Also, I just have this feeling that with the update, you die faster too, which I know is kind of weird, but I'm dying, like, very slowly. So
Yeah.
this is, like, really actually cool. And this goes to show you, this is, like, the bad and the cool part about video games, because I feel like I'm kind of, in a way, playing a different game than what I played. Because my PS4 is hooked up to the internet, and it just automatically did the updates and all that crap. So, looks like we'll be dead in about 15 seconds. And, then we'll find... Like, honestly, at this point, the way it's sitting, I don't know how I would get out of here, because this isn't available till your second playthrough. I don't know how to get the password for the box, because it's not in any place that I've ever personally used it, so... I'm glad that you can die and just, you know, essentially restart. So yeah, like I said, I did not realize when playing this game that it was like a die state. I thought it was one of those like live, die, repeat kind of things where it's just like, okay, I guess they just have a unique cutscene that they show. Mature rated game, not the most over the top Saw kind of stuff, but there is like blood and stuff like that. Eva is that face we saw for like half a second when we exited the bathroom.
I'll be honest, I don't expect much of you.
Right? The voice?
For your own sake. Can't you do better? How is it that you get the smallest scratch and you bleed to death, and then you have to start everything from the beginning? I know you're useless.
That's not very happy with me.
At least try to not make it so noticeable. Try harder next time. Agreed? Well, let's get to work. As with any research, if you repeat the same experiment without changing any of the variables, you'll most likely get the same results.
That's
So,
true.
let's make some modifications. Don't worry. You'll only feel a small pinch.
So, every time... It's about the same. I don't know if they would modify it for blood or whatever. So, every time you die, you lose an appendage. And on your fourth time dying, you die for real. Now, the cool thing about this is every single time that you play through this game and you die, first of all, you restart. But every time it's going to be slightly different. You're going to look in this room with me, and we're going to realize that everything's set up a little bit differently. Now, as we mentioned, I'm not 100% fully familiar with how that's going to be because of not having the update, but it is going to be different. And the ironic thing about this game is the more times you die, the harder the game gets to beat. So the hardest trophy for me to get was beating the game with 3 deaths. Does that make sense? Because it gets harder as it goes.
Yeah.
So when we go through it with no deaths, it's going to be essentially a piece of cake. When you go through it with 3 deaths, dude, forget about it. It's very difficult.
So you don't want to update it like now?
No, we'll get it after I die.
Okay.
All right.
Metal canister. I don't know what's
This is the one with the password. Yeah. All right. So we're going to still looking here. I think this is the same.
Looks like there's something
Yep.
shiny at the bottom.
Yay. It doesn't... I don't know exactly how the rules of this game work, but it doesn't show you, like, missing a leg. It's just one of those things you kind of have to, like, remember.
Well, you have that bandage on it now.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And it wasn't there the first time.
Cotton towels. They look a little clean as toilet paper.
Alright.
Fluffy, but kind of
So
dirty.
that's good. I have to do something with this.
I don't think that's going to work.
You don't think that's going to work? Alright.
I can't carry anything else.
Ah, yes. The darn finger. Okay. So yeah, it looks like it's the same with this. No. This one. Okay, good. So these are here, so I can just...
I've got to find my clothes.
Yes, honey, I know. Yeah, it's so weird because legitimately the thing's just scrawled right there in the other version. All right, so we're just gonna brute force this again. I can do it.
I think I can get
I
it
feel
up.
like I'm actually there. So I'm holding L2, R2, and I'm pressing down.
What an absolute moron.
Oh, that hurts.
Let's see if he's bleeding again. Yeah, okay.
Bleeding. Oh, there's so much blood. Oh, fuck.
And it is like canon that he has done this before, as it'll be mentioned. So
Well, he already has one of his arms cut off
yeah.
or bandaged.
Oh yeah, right. I have to get my
I
keys.
don't think I can force it open. My clothes.
So this time we will update it if it's the literal exact same thing after I die the second time, but I'm hoping that they'll have it slightly different. Because that would be really dumb if that was one of the updates, the part that actually makes the game cool. Alright. Bathroom key. So this bathroom key is used over and over again. A lot of the different apartments or motel rooms have these specific bathrooms that you can get into. And the bathroom keys are utilized throughout. Alright, so let's see if this is the exact same. Okay, yeah, this is the exact same. So this is... I'm just going to explain real quick what it would be. So instead of having this thing right here, you would be able to pick up a small key right here and use it on this. I'm actually, like, supremely curious as to how I'm supposed to do it, since none of the items that I'm familiar with are here, including my, my flashlight, yeah. I thought I checked that the first time, so sometimes it is, the documents can be pretty sneaky hard to find too, and you get trophies for getting all the documents, of course. Yeah, I legitimately have no idea. Oh, no, I got an idea. Maybe I have to give it the finger. But, like, legitimately. Because it'll, like, bite the finger and not me. Because this finger... I didn't want to say anything because I felt like an idiot, but this finger is not an item that I am familiar with. Alright, so inventory...
I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah. Let's try one more thing. Oh, there's no O. Okay, so that takes away my thing. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna die on this.
It looks like this was lit just a bit ago.
Cause yeah, like I said, this is nothing like I'm familiar, and this is actually pretty cool. I'm enjoying this greatly. So.
Metal washbowl, a clean ashtray.
Yeah, we'll just die again.
Shit.
And then after this one, we're gonna reset the game and do the. I'll just splice them together and everything.
Oh, you just died immediately.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I guess fool me once, shame on you. But yeah, that thing is not there the second time.
You know who I am. I'm you.
Fun me.
Fine, forget it. You have no sense of humor. You know, I was thinking earlier, people like you are like flies drawn by the smell of shit. Your lives have no direction. You're only concerned with your own existence.
You ready for it?
However,
He's gonna say the word.
purpose, my research, and my technology.
I think it's this one where he goes on a tangent of stupidity.
Biotechnology will change everything, and I will be the baby's father.
Yes.
But you've jeopardized everything. Everything because of your stupid business. You young people
Yes.
obsess with all those things. Bitcoins, NFTs.
He said it.
Money controls
He
you.
said the thing.
Okay.
Game released in 2021.
Go further.
NFTs, am I right? Totally not a dead proper thing already.
To know
Because everyone sucks.
that's in your head. And you were the ones who brought
Good idea, done by society. Not realizing society was going to mess it up.
No. I need you to give me a hand with something. And seeing as you're a bit exposed here, I'll cut it off for you.
That wasn't as punny as the first one. Ooh. Alright, so with that glorious display of getting our arms chopped off, we are going to call this a quote-unquote part, and then we'll just splice it back together once we do the update. Because at this point, I honestly have no idea. I was a little spooked that there was absolutely no change on that second one, because there absolutely should be. So we'll see you in a sec. Not a new video, but just in a sec. Bye-bye.
Teleport.
Okay, we're back. Game's updated. Let's see how things end up working out. Yes, okay, so this is different, which is good. And from what I could tell, just from looking around the room, I believe that it is the way that I expect it to be.
It doesn't surprise me that the base game is like way different because, I mean, game development nowadays just like, they release like a barely functional product and then they just update it later. It's just like how it works for everything, even like indie stuff.
Oh, it's ridiculous. So, as you can tell, definitely different vibe. We died twice already.
Sink is full of blood.
Yep.
Oh, your clothes are just there.
Clothes are just there because they're like, okay, if you die, essentially what they're like is if you died twice already, the puzzles get easier, but the action gets harder, which kind of makes sense. If you keep dying, they're like, what are they gonna, hold your hand or whatever? All right, so we still, actually, I think the door is just open now.
Is this just because of the third day thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
The third death or whatever.
Yeah, since we updated.
Here we go. Okay. So yeah, that definitely was there every single time I played the dang game. Now they're like just giving it to you. They're like, all right, yep, this is what I'm used to. Okay. Okay, cool. Sorry. Combine. Oh. Right. I think they're gonna do one of those things where they make you use a lock to get another key.
Oh,
Yep.
locked in again. I have to get out of here.
There we go. Now this time it is actually going to be the key. Okay. Yep. I am much more familiar with what's going on right now. Okay. So we have one more death to give, and if you look around the room, you notice how it is, It's more Silent Hill for the roomy. Like, it's becoming, like, look at those weird things on the wall. Those weren't there before. But we are going to leave this room, and we're going to die as fast as we can. Which, we died twice already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we died twice already. So, we are, we're going to die 2 more times, and then I'm going to take us through the game proper. Which, now that it's updated, and I kind of have an idea what's going on, I'll actually, what's really cool? I'll actually be able to show you that whatchamacallit's not there anymore. So this is where we're going to be exploring. This is the hotel proper. Couple things I want you to notice compared to when I go out here for the no death run. There are various enemies throughout here. These things will cause you to have to use an antidote. And then there are also these. I'll just take the one over here. Arms that come in the wall. Oh, good.
Oh.
That's fine. I wanted to die. I legitimately wanted to die anyway. Yeah, dude, I swear it's faster. The antidote death. Because the first time I was like, dude, this is taking forever.
Yeah.
And it's already like a third done.
Yep. Hi.
This guy is, I feel really bad.
This main character makes it very hard to take things seriously.
I know. The game itself, like I said, I like this game quite a bit. I just cannot figure out like what country they're from. What it's like clearly it's like English as a second language kind of thing. Well, there you go. I don't think that's probably nobody has ever had that exact footage on YouTube before. So there you go.
You bore me. You keep dying and dying again and again. I thought we had already talked about this, but what could I expect from you? Okay, from the beginning, I need to know what the girl you brought was researching. I'm risking my neck, you know? So, we're going to try it one last time. Do it right. Make the dog feel.
No.
No hard feelings. By the way, one last thing. I think you're being lighter by that extra leg.
Oh God, that's like worse than the Saw one because he was just like casually hitting it.
Yeah, it would take
forever. Yeah. Well, yeah, all right, let's go. Okay, so now we're in Nightmare Silent Hill, essentially. You can tell just from the second you wake up that everything is not so great in this hotel.
Where am I? My head.
Jill. So we're gonna leave the room. I want to show you. Actually, no, I don't have to show you anything because it'll all be shown in the actual full thing of it. So I think all I have to do is. I like how small stuff, like even his name on there, like degrades a little over time. So again, they're like, "Here's your dang clothes, you wimp." You do get one more later. You get one more thing to give you more inventory, which is pretty cool. I like how they do that. I'm pretty sure we can just leave again. Yeah, like I said, every time it's like stuff gets a little easier. Although now we're looking here, and you're yeah. So like a lot, like the rooms are all going to be like this, which is a shame. Like I wish I could go through the game and show you like it all being messed up, but we do not have time for me to play through it like the full way twice. You know what I mean? So just get an idea that there's enemies in every room now.
Nice gunplay.
Yeah, it's amazing. So this one, all you have to do at this point is just kill that one thing, and they do give you lots of extra bullets and stuff like that.
Oh, locked in again. I have to get out of here.
I have to get out of here.
It's locked.
Oh, that's not right. I'm wondering if without updating this game, if there's no pocket flashlight, which would make this game like almost unplayable because of how dark some of the rooms are, or if they moved it to a different room. I like the decision they made to just put it in the first room. I feel like regardless of if it's like a horror game or not. So here's something I want to show you that's a little different. So this is the last time, like I said, as you can tell, it is very degraded in here. Everything's bad. Also, this was not here before.
Good guy.
No! No!
Can I just insta-kill you?
No! Yeah. I guess if you were playing the game and you like dropped the controller and then you kicked it under the couch, you'd be like, "Ah, oh, dang it!" But yeah, they give you tons of time there. It does. Every time you get hit, you do start bleeding. So essentially, every single time you get hit, you gotta have a Band-Aid on you. And the really cool thing about it is the 30-45 seconds they give you, if you don't have one, you're on a mad dash to find one, which I find to be pretty cool. Oh, God.
I'm tired of looking at you. It's getting a bit chilly here. Lighting a fire wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Oh yes, burning to death. The most coolest way to die.
Yes. This I think they call him the Doctor, is a pretty cool dude. He doesn't afraid of anything.
That fire also looked great.
Yeah. Yeah. Doc has finished with Matt. Matt wasn't able to escape from Oxide. Oxide essentially is what they call that, like, you keep waking up in the thing. Oh yeah, you ready for this? This is story.
Hello.
This is like the end of Marvel movies.
Yes. I put the individual in Oxide, but it was no use. The synchronization with Eva was a disaster. Yes, I conducted several tests, but we do not have enough information. Don't worry, everything is under control. I can still interrogate the other two. What? The girl? She escaped from the cell, but she's walking through the lab. It won't take me long to chain her up. The other, I just connected him to Oxide.
There's somebody bigger than the Doc. Dun 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 dun! Irene A. Guardiola.
Hey, at least the programming is like 2 guys.
Yeah, look at this. There were like, I don't know, 20, 25 names there. I know I went through it really quick, but that for like a video game that's made like nowadays, it's pretty crazy. But obviously that's not